Hello everyone, welcome back to Glenn's Vinyl Records. In this video today I'm going to focus and show you on some of my records in my collection from the Strata East label. Strata East was a record label founded in 1971 by trumpeter Charles Tolliver and pianist Stanley Cowell. It was an independent really kind of label because they focused on the artist, and a lot of the rights to the music was given to the artist or composer once the recordings were done. So to start off, I'm going to show you a series which was done, a series of 5 records produced by Clifford Jordan, the saxophone player, and it was called the Dolphy series. And the first of those is Clifford Jordan's album In the World. This is a P-Vine reissue on 45 RPM and sounds fantastic. Number 2 is a Pharoah Sanders record, Isopho Zam, and this is a really great spiritual jazz record, especially side 2, which is one long track, the title track of the album, and that's fantastic. Number 3 in the Dolphy series is Cecil Payne's Zodiac. This is probably my second favourite in the series overall. Kenny Dorham plays trumpet, Wynton Kelly on piano, and Cecil Payne does baritone and alto sax. Very enjoyable record in the Strata East label. Number 4 in the Dolphy series, Charles Brackeen, Rhythm X. This is more free jazzy because it actually has members of Ornette Coleman's band playing here. Ed Blackwell, Don Cherry and Charlie Hayden. But still very good record. And last, number 5 in the Dolphy series, another Clifford Jordan record, Glass Bead Games. Another P-Vine reissue here and on 45 RPM as well. It's probably my favourite in the Dolphy series. Other ones I have, starting with this, The Descendants of Mike and Phoebe, The Spirit Speaks. And these are 4 siblings, 4 of 7 children in the Lee family, Consuela, Bill, Grace and Cliff. And they're joined by Sonny Brown and Billy Higgins, who play drums and percussion on this. And it's fantastic. Even though there's vocals, Grace Lee's vocals are really good on this. Next is a album by Shemek Farah and Cornelia Smith, The World of the Children. Another great spiritual jazz record, and played this a lot, really enjoy this one. Okay, moving on to another Shemek Farah album, First Impressions. This is a Pure Pleasure reissue, and originals of this record go for several hundred of dollars. Some even go for 4 figures. So I'm happy to have this reissue. Fantastic sounding record. Next, Billy Parker's Fourth World, Freedom of Speech. That's a very good one as well. And an album, Such Great Friends, which is Stanley Cowell, Billy Harper, Reggie Workman and Billy Hart. That's another good Strata East record as well. The Ensemble El Salam, The Sojourner. More of a spiritual jazz record as well. This is also P-Vine reissue from Japan. Okay, trombone player John Gordon. This is his album Erotica Suite, and this is very good. I've played this several times. It's a great album. Another John Gordon album, Step by Step. This is great as well. Now we move on to John Hicks. John Hicks Trio, Hell's Bells, with Clint Houston on bass and Cliff Barbaro on drums. A really good piano trio record. Next, the first one on the label, which is Charles Tolliver's Music Inc. And he's with Stanley Cowell, Jimmy Hops and Cecil McBee. But there's also a big band playing on this. 4 trumpeters, 4 reed players, 4 trombone players, and a tuba as well. But it's a really great record, very enjoyable to listen to. Another Charles Tolliver album, Music Inc. Live in Tokyo. Obviously recorded live in Japan. And this has the same bass player and drummer as the John Hicks record, Hell's Bells. Clint Houston on bass and Cliff Barbaro on drums. Now, Charles Tolliver's Music Inc. again, Live at Slugs, Volume 1. And this is that quartet of Tolliver and Cecil McBee on bass, Jimmy Hops drums, Stanley Cowell piano. And then they also did Volume 2, Live at Slugs as well. Okay, now moving on to my top 5 on the Strata East label. Starting at number 5 is this Weldon Irvine album, In Harmony. Features Virginia Joe Jones on piano. He plays piano on most of the tracks on this, but on track 1 he's actually playing organ, and it's really good. There's a lot of funky guitar playing as well from Tommy Smith, and it's one of my favourite albums on Strata East. Number 4, Cecil McBee, Mutimer, which is actually translated means Forces Unseen, and it's more spiritual jazz into a bit of free improvisation. Very wide-ranging music, but very enjoyable to listen to. Number 3 is by Harold Vick, Don't Look Back. He's done a record on Blue Note, Stepping Out. I think they released it as a tone poet. I've got it in my collection. But here he's really playing very well, and he plays multiple instruments. He's playing tenor and alto sax, bass clarinet, flute and alto flute. And it's a really enjoyable album to listen to. It's my number 3. Number 2 is by Charlie Rouse, 2 is 1. Charlie Rouse was in the Thelonious Monk Quartet for 10 years between 1960 and 1970, and this is one of his albums on Strata East as a leader, and it's got some great guitar playing on this one too. 2 guitar players on this one, Paul Mitzke and George Davis, and combined with Charlie Rouse's saxophone, it's a really good album. And my number 1 on the Strata East label, Billy Harper's Capra Black. And I'm playing on here with him is a all-star cast: Reggie Workman, bass, Julian Priester on trombone, Billy Cobham drums, Elvin Jones playing drums as well. It's a really good record. Fantastic from beginning to end, and that's my favourite on the Strata East label. I think there was 56 titles all up. I think I've got about 24, 25 of those, and hoping to pick up a few more in the future. So I hope you've enjoyed this little look into what I've got on my Strata East collection of jazz vinyl records. And if you like what you see on my channel, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers.
Woo, week 2, well done. You nail it, Bang. Good on ya. Good on ya. Okay, ready? Next?
What's next?
Too early for lunch.
Editing?
Let's do it.